Bronze wares were important to people's daily life in Asia China, especially during the Warring States period. This video will introduce the technology used during the Warring States period. The Warring States period began in 475 BCE and ended in 221 BCE. At that time, the emperors were open-minded and many different schools of thought existed. Therefore, the handicraft industry had blossomed. This helped the development of bronze wares. Since the techniques for manufacturing bronze were improving constantly and bronzeware became more delicate, so the body and accessory of the bronzeware were produced separately. Therefore, to assemble them together, welding was required. The ox-tie table, which is stored in Yunnan Provincial Museum, was produced in the Warring States period. The calf was wedged in the middle between the ox and tiger that balanced the bones. Other decoration technology is the gold and silver inlay, which is quartz technology. The main process of this technology is to create some slots for inlaying pieces of gold or silver into the bronze through friction. The gold and silver bird pot, which is stored in Palace Museum now, was produced in Warring States period. It inlaid the pattern of clouds with the gold and turquoise by using this technology. There were two major casting technologies to produce bronzeware in the Warring States period: the lost wax casting method and the section mold casting method. Lost wax casting method is a metal casting method in which create a wax mold and pours a molten metal into a mold. By this method, intricate and delicate works can be achieved easily. The bronze statue of Marquis Yi, which stored in the Hubei Provincial Museum now, was produced in the Warring States period. It is composed of two parts, the bronze stone and the bronze pan. They both have many exquisite and identical bronze quote dragon and bronze chi, which were produced by the lost wax casting method. The section mold casting method is another metal casting method. The ninth money of Qi and its pottery mold, which are stored in the Shanghai Museum now, are the example. They were produced in the Warring States period. We can observe that the ninth money can perfectly fit in the pottery mold. This showed that the ninth money of Qi was produced with the use of pottery mold. So it was made by using the section mold casting method. The archaic copper inlay bronze wine vessel was also made by using the section mold casting method. The vessel was produced in the Warring States period and is now kept in the San Francisco Asia Art Museum, object number B60B41. Since it is mainly used by being hot, so comparing to other vessels that were produced in the same period, this vessel has a different appearance. Instead of a globular body with a round bottom, this vessel has a flatter, narrow side with an oval front and a rectangular base. If we look closer to the vessels, we can find some regular panchi patterns that are separated by bins of copper inlay and arranged in 5 layers. On the narrow side, there are 6 layers of panchi pattern, which is 1 more layer than the front. On the second layer from the top, there is an animal mask with a ring handle. The procedure of using the section mold casting technology can be divided into 5 steps. For the first step, make a model and shape some pattern which are standard and comfort on the model. Then we stick a mold onto the model so that those patterns can engraft reversely and concavely onto the inner layer of the mold. Step 2. Separate the mold from the model. To do that, cut the mold into 3 parts carefully without damaging the pattern on the inner layer of the mold. Then the model can be removed. Step 3. Stick the mold back together for casting. Step 4. Pour the molten bronze into the mold. Wait the liquid to solidify to become a bronzeware. Last but not least, Step 5. Cut the mold into several parts so that the bronzeware can be separated from it. Maybe you will question about why not the craftsmen produce this vessel by using the lost wax casting. In fact, there are several reasons. First, the production cost was low for using the section mold casting method, and the procedures were simple, so mass production could be easily achieved. On the other hand, the process of using the lost-wax casting method was so complicated that only skillful craftsmen were able to use this method. Therefore, it was difficult to achieve mass production because of high labor costs. Other than simpler procedures, the welding techniques were mature enough to allow craftsmen to create intricate works at that time. Therefore, there was no need to use the expensive and low-efficient lost-wax casting method to make a delicate bronze ware. Because of this reason, most artifacts were made by using the section mold casting technology at that period. To conclude, the development of bronze ware industry in the Warring States period is mature. It contributes to the development of agriculture, handicraft industry, and even the whole economy at that period.